Hi, this is Joe Daniel with FootballOffense.com. Today we're going to take a look at the power play, a strong off-tackle running play that you could add to really any offensive package to give yourself another downhill off-tackle play, really put pressure to defense. On the power play, we've got it drawn up here against a 4-4 defense or a 4-2-5 defense out of an I formation. You don't have to have an I formation. You don't even have to have a two-back formation really to run the power. You could run it with your quarterback out of a shotgun look, with a one-back. You could do a lot of different things with motion to get your block, your kick-out block in there. But here we're going to run out of an I formation, which is kind of a traditional way to run the power. We've got our tight end on the left-hand side, and with the 4-4 defense, we've got an inside shaded defensive end here. We're going to attack the first man outside of the B gap here. So if we had a head up, we could go run the power on him. If we had a head up on the tackle, here we've got a guy outside of the tackle. He's the guy that we're going to go after with our power blocking. In order to do that, the first key block is going to be the block, the down block and the double team by the tackle guard on the play side in this situation. If we were looking at an odd front, we would probably have the double happening against the nose guard. But here we've got the double happening on this defensive tackle, the 3 technique. Key block right there. We need to get him and handle him so that we don't have any penetration there. We can get our extra blockers through the point of attack. So we're going to double down with the tackle and the tight end. They're going to work this combo and work into the backside backer here as he comes over the top. The back block by the center is another key block. He's got to get back and handle this one technique. We don't want to allow any penetration through where we've got our pulling guard leaving. So he's got to block back and handle this one technique, defensive tackle or nose guard. We're going to hinge with the backside tackle. The backside tackle hinge block is important so that we don't get penetration from a stunting linebacker. He's going to step down, look to see if anything comes through that B gap. If it doesn't, he'll open back up and handle the defensive end. That's also going to put him in position in case we got a cut look by the defensive end or a knife into that B gap. He would be in position to pick that up. So he steps down, handles anything trying to come through here. If nothing comes, he'll hinge back and handle a wide rushing defensive end, not letting him penetrate through. Our tight end, if he's got an inside shade, is going to arc release. He's going to give an arc release to that outside backer and just get him out of the way. If he had an outside shade, we could release him down inside onto a backer. If we had a 4-3 look, we could bring him inside to a linebacker as well. We want him to take the easiest release and pick up the first thing near him on the second level. Our fullback on the snap of the ball is coming down. He's running like he's the ball carrier, as if he was coming right off this double team. We want to come right off this double team and then turn it and attack the upfield shoulder as this defensive end comes up the field. We want to attack the upfield shoulder of that defensive end and get him driving this way. So we don't want him going upfield. We want to get on his upfield shoulder and drive him this way to get him out of the hole. That defensive end is going to come up. If he comes down the wrong arm, if he attacks really hard down the line, we can always attack his outside shoulder and lock him inside. But we really want to get this kick out block right here. That's the purpose of the power play, is a kick out by the fullback. Our backside guard is going to pull. He's going to come right off the hip of the center, hug this double team just like the back is doing, and turn up tight, allowing nothing to come inside of him and that double team. He's going to turn up tight and pick up the first backer that he sees. Should be that play side backer. At this point, we've got things pretty well in hand. The quarterback's coming out, handing the ball off to the tailback, who's again hugging this double team. Everything happens tight to the double team, and that's important because your running backs are going to want to run it wider and get out closer where that kick out block's happening. That's not where we want the ball to go to. We want it to come tight off that double and get us into the secondary, where the only thing we have to deal with now is a safety. We could release the receiver out of a twin set to come and pick off that safety. Now we're off to the races. Really nice play here. You do have the possibility of a cutback lane in this A gap, that if everything was coming hard, flowing hard to get to that power play, you could cut it back in that A gap. That will sometimes open up for you. Most teams are going to teach their linebackers to work through this play side A gap when they see the guard pull. So you got to be ready for this backer to come hard now through that play side A gap. Be ready to come off of him and cut off any penetration there. That's going to really help shore up your power play. If you don't have any penetration through these backside gaps, you're going to be able to run it much better. Power is a great play out of almost any offensive formation. You're able to work it in. Just get creative with it. You can motion the receiver to become your kick-out block. You don't have to have a tight end. You don't have to have two backs. There's any number of things you can do to get this play involved in your offense, and it's a fantastic play. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope to be able to help you out, help you score points down the road. Thanks for watching. Stop by footballoffense.com. Sign up for our newsletter there. We're going to be able to get you some more information about offensive football, all sorts of different plays as we continue to build this site. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.